He's never fought us. Not us united.
I can so see that. That's it. Welcome to Under Two Capes, the premier podcast of Comics League. I'm Jared. I'm here with Teladia Plays. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's up?
So today we are discussing the Amalgam comics.
Yes.
Which you may be wondering, the hell are Amalgam? Well, back when I believe this was the Marvel versus DC crossover.
Yes.
So what came out of at the end of it is that they created a new universe called the Amalgam universe, which merged DC and Marvel characters together into one character.
One character, yeah.
Yeah, like Captain America and Superman became Super Soldier. And the S is his shield. Or my personal favorite, Trevor Castle in the Wonder Woman, which in other words is Steve Trevor and Frank Castle.
And who's the Wonder Woman?
It's just Diana.
It's just Diana? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the Amazon, which is Wonder Woman and Storm, which I'm like, okay, that's an interesting combination. Okay. You also have Iron Lantern, which is Iron Man and Green Lantern.
And you also have Spider-Boy.
And then you also have was probably the most iconic character of this entire run, Darkclaw, Batman and Wolverine.
Yes, that actually made a lot of people hyped because Darkclaw was one of those characters that everyone just to pick up the comic.
Plus, it's such a great design too. Hang on, I'll pull up Darkclaw so we can look at a picture of it because it is so dope. Oh, here we go.
How many issues was there?
There's, I think, for each of them, it wasn't a lot for each of them. I think for Darkclaw is like 2 or 3. I have to check. But here's Darkclaw.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. And I that would be a cool idea for a movie, honestly, Darkclaw.
That would be cool imagine a James Gunn DCU crossover with Marvel at the end of Marvel's Phase 5 or 6. Mm-hmm. They cross over with the DC universe. They merge together. I know some people might not like it, but the Amalgam universe would definitely get people talking.
Yeah. So the way we're going to do this episode is we're going to talk about our personal favorite amalgams, and then we're going to come up with some of our own. So let me ask you this: top 5 amalgams.
Super Soldier, right? Darkclaw, definitely Darkclaw. The first few issues. Spider-Boy, of course, because you got Superboy and Spider-Man. And I would also say Amazons.
That's cool. Mine are Super Soldier for obvious reasons. I'm a Superman boy, as you know.
Yes.
Darkclaw, obviously.
Yes.
Trevor Castle, because they take a useless character and make him useful. Iron Lantern, and for the namesake, Doctor Strange Fate.
That doesn't make sense.
I know. They did Doctor Strange and Doctor Fate, but then they went Doctor Strange Fate. By the way, they also have this JLX, the Justice League and the X-Men.
JLX. Oh my god, I haven't read that comic.
X Patrol, which is X Force and Doom Patrol.
Oh wow.
Assassins, which is basically Rose Wilson and Elektra. And here's Spider-Boy. Yes,
right? Spider-Boy. Yes.
Yeah. What's weird, what's kind of funny is that a lot of these were like really creative, like Darkclaw. Then a lot of them were really like, you really were not being creative at all. Like Dr. Doomsday.
Like, they needed to be a little bit more creative when it came down to some of the characters. Like Doctor Strange, particularly with Dr. Fate. Like, come on.
Doctor Strange Fate, jeez.
Like, you could have called Strange Fate. Stephen Fate. Dr. Stephen Fate.
Or you could have just called him like Sorcerer of Water.
Yes, that would work.
Yeah, there you go. But it's like, okay, I get it. For the at least the merging of those two makes sense.
Yes.
But but I mean, thing about Amalgam, which was actually really cool, and I wish I need McFarlane to start making action figures for these because I want a Darkclaw.
I would love to see that happen, but I don't think it'll happen.
Yeah. I also want a Darkclaw Hot Toys.
A Darkclaw Hot Toys, excuse me?
You know someone's gonna make a custom of that, right?
I think somebody's already made a custom of it.
We have to. I have to look
I
that
have
up
to
because
look.
I want it.
Yeah,
'Cause
you
I
have to
want
look
it.
that. You have to look that up because, like I said, Darkclaw looks amazing. Super Soldier, I know you probably picked that up.
I want his shield to put on my wall. But let me ask you. Okay, so I mean, what would you say? I do have a couple of issues that feature Darkclaw because again,
Yeah.
I have had the JLX, but also Man Thing and Man Bat, Bat Thing.
What?
Yeah, Bat Thing.
What in tarnation?
Oh,
Like,
Bruce Wayne, Agent of Shield. This is me showing off all these different things. Generation Hex.
Generation X sounds cool, but Bruce Wayne, Agent of Thing? That's
I think they combine Bruce Wayne and Nick Fury.
Fury, yeah.
For some
But
reason.
That doesn't make sense. I would understand Logan and Bruce Wayne.
They should do Amanda Waller and Nick Fury. That's closer.
That's really closer, yeah. Definitely.
Now let me ask you this: of the amount, what's like an idea for an Amalgam character that hasn't been done before that you have?
That I have?
Me, it's Superman and Hyperion. It's called copyright infringement.
I would say the guy who does that runs fast for the mob for Super.
Quicksilver?
Not Quicksilver. The other guy, the one who's in the Supreme Squadron.
Oh, you mean Blur or like? There's a couple of them, but we'll just go with Blur.
Blur with Zoom.
Bloom,
yes.
That works. I like that. I like that. I could do Scarlet Witch and Wonder Woman.
I would actually say
Scarlet Witch and Zatanna.
Scarlet Witch and Zatanna would work better, I would say.
What would the name be for Scarlet Witch and Zatanna?
Scarlet
Anna.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So now let me ask you this. Okay, so you talked about this earlier. For a Amalgam movie, here's how I could see this happening. So James Gunn has said they have done conversations about a Marvel DC crossover. The post-credit scene is the Amalgam universe.
But that should be way down the line.
That's going to be way down. That's going to probably be like the end of the 10-year plan, after the 10-year plan. But I could see, watch, that's how they bring back the original cast. Henry Cavill plays Super Soldier.
That wouldn't be half bad, you know. I wouldn't be bad about. I wouldn't be sad about that. I would actually be quite surprised because he's got a physique, right? He's only in his 40s, right?
Mm-hmm.
So thinking about it, in 10 years he'd be 50. So if he was a 50-year-old actor, imagine if they do James Gunn's Kingdom Come.
But what they could always do, they don't have to wait 10 years. Elseworlds.
Yeah, they could do Elseworlds, yeah. On Netflix, yes, they could do that.
Which, there you go, that works. And I mean, and the way I could see this is like, it's like essentially, it's Zack Snyder's amount of JLX, dude.
Oh, I just thought of a really good thing that
what
Zack Snyder could do. Zack Snyder's Justice League Earth 2, right?
Oh, you mean the new 52 run?
Yes.
Yes. Because that's it is kind of funny. His Justice League movie plan is basically that and the new 52 Justice League run.
Yes. So just merging them together, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know it's a little bit off topic, but just I know that, you know, if you merge those in a bigger grander stage on Netflix, you know, Zack Snyder would kill it. I mean, he literally took the Teen Titans from Teen Titans Go, made the animation for that look really badass,
Yeah,
and pardon my language. um,
I don't count that as a curse. That's fine.
but like it really looks really really cool. So like I can just I can just imagine James Mangold doing the Amalgam universe.
Speaking of Amalgam again, I wanted to show you this. That we have the Darkclaw cowl. That I think you can. I think it's a 3D printing file. God dang, I need a 3D printer.
I know somebody does 3D printing.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a 3D printer at some point and get the and like start 3D printing a lot of this stuff.
Yeah. So I was gonna say imagine James Mangold or Dave Filoni, tackling the Amalgam comics in live action.
JJheat, what's up?
What's up?
So we're talking Amalgam, and now let me ask you
Where's
this.
his introduction? You gotta do his intro.
It's under 2 capes. I didn't do yours. All right, you know what? Hang on, real quick. I'm gonna do both your introductions. First off,
Batman doesn't do ships.
second off,
All the hopes and dreams of Krypton live in you now.
finally. Hang on.
There we go.
I had to start with the Batman.
I can't believe I'll get you back for that.
Ha
I'll get you back next week.
Challenge accepted. But let me ask you this, JJheat. Top 5 amalgams.
Spider Boy, Darkclaw, Joker, Sabretooth, I forget the name.
Oh, it's a hyena.
Oh, Hyena, thank you. Superman, Captain America, and Wonderstorm.
By the way, check this out. I don't know if you know about this one, JJheat. Bullets and Bracelets. Trevor Castle. So Steve Trevor and Frank Castle. And Diana Prince.
Oh yeah, that were paired together in the Amalgam. That actually wasn't a bad.
No,
couple.
it's not. They took a completely useless character who belongs in the ground in the comics and turned him into something cool. Yeah, I really disdain Steve Trevor, as you can tell.
He's not even that bad of a character. He's just a reverse damsel, but he's not that bad.
He
at least
doesn't do anything. That's the thing.
I got to give you that.
But let me ask you. So, JJheat, what would you if you could merge 2 Marvel and DC characters together? I mean, a Marvel and DC characters together that hasn't been done yet. What would you do?
That hasn't been done yet. Ooh.
We did Scarlet Witch and Zatanna, and we called her Scarlet Anna. He's not impressed right there.
No, he isn't. He isn't, guys. Like he isn't impressed. I mean, I'm surprised he hasn't got his webcam on. So, but yeah, like I was saying before, imagine James Mangold or even Dave Filoni or Jon Favreau doing the Amalgam comics in live action.
Yeah, I could see that. Oh, by the way, I discovered something. Doctor Strange Fate is actually 3 characters: Dr. Fate, Doctor Strange, and Professor X.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You never know. I'm like, okay.
I have the good one. Dr. Fate, right?
Yeah.
Obviously forget Stephen Strange. What's the guy that the guy from the other half of Mordor.
Oh, I got it.
Mordor, I come to bargain. That guy who does
Dormammu.
Dormammu, yes, Dormammu and Dr. Fate.
I could see Dormammu and well, I was gonna say Galactus, but that's not Amalgam. Probably.
And the Watcher.
There you go. Constant Watcher.
Morbius and
a Power Ranger. That we can go. It's Morbin time. I had to.
God,
I would say Morbius and
Man-Bat.
Scarecrow.
Oh, okay, that works too. I like that. I would also
And
go. Barry,
a
you know what's kind of funny?
Man-Bat and Lizard.
Yeah, that
Dr.
works.
Connor.
Man lizard. Barry,
Man
you know
Lizard.
what? You know what actually is an amalgam? Thanos and Darkseid named Thanoside.
Yeah, that's Mortal Kombat versus DC. We don't talk about
Yeah.
that.
No, it's
but-
actually an amalgam comic right here.
It's an amalgam comic, yeah.
Now, yeah, and Jay, a lot of these, Teladia and I were talking earlier, is like a lot of these seem like they weren't even trying to be creative at all, like Doctor Strange Fate or Doctor Doomsday. And I'm like, how does Doctor Doom and Doomsday work? Hulk and Doomsday, maybe. Doom
One
Hulk.
scientist, the other's a literal alien savage.
Yeah. Or like, let's see. How about now? Okay, so we're gonna go through each member of the Justice League and merge them together, and then we'll go into then we'll go into more about the universe itself because I have the origin here, right here. But real quick, who would you merge Wonder Woman with? That's not Storm because that makes little sense.
JJheat goes first.
And you can't pick Power Princess.
Why? It's same versus same. Like one's a generic copy of the other. So, but Wonder Woman and Rogue.
You could do that. Wonder
He stole
Rogue.
my pick. He stole my pick.
I got one. Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel.
Boo.
Except the character is tolerable, and you call her actually a character.
I got a good one. Wonder
Yeah.
Woman and Shadowcat.
Okay,
Ooh.
that works. Shadow Woman. That actually sounds pretty badass. I like that. All right. So here's the origin of the amalgam. So this was after, I believe, in JJheat. This was after the end of the 4-issue DC versus Marvel crossover, which didn't make any sense. The DC versus Marvel some of those wins didn't make sense. Like Superman versus Hulk, I get. Wonder Woman versus Storm.
To be fair, Storm controls more than just lightning. She controls all the elements.
But Storm is not as god-like powered as Wonder Woman. But here's the thing. Here's what you have to understand. This was during the X-Men's like peak popularity. So that explains why people voted for the X-Men.
Yeah, there was a lot of bias at the time.
Yeah. So it occurred after this. And Marvel versus DC #3, the DC and Marvel Universe were shown being combined into one, the amalgam. And the one-shots were presented. All these are one-shots. The first 12 were released in the following week, and then it says the two comic book universes came together when two physical incarnations of the respective universe, known as the brothers, became aware of each other after eons of slumber. So basically, Teladia, here's the way it worked. There were two physical beings that embodied the Marvel and DC universe. Because comic books. That's just the way it works. And to prevent the brothers from destroying each other, characters from the universe battle to determine which universe would survive. Then Access, a character created specifically for the event and co-owned by both Marvel and DC, serves the gatekeeper who became stuck while traveling between the two worlds. When the battles were finished, neither universe was willing to go. To prevent their total annihilation, the Spectre and the Living Tribunal created this universe.
That is true.
So it's odd that, of course, with comic books, here's the thing. They always have to have one being that represents a metaphysical concept or an entire universe. And I'm like, well, that makes no sense.
It's comics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was going to ask you guys, what do you guys think about Wonder Woman and She-Hulk together?
That one works. See, here's my problem with Marvel. Back in the day, do you know who Captain Marvel was not their version of Wonder Woman? They only used her because they didn't have like the rights to any of their female characters. Any of their like
more popular female characters.
Yeah, but if there's ever a character that was really Marvel's Wonder Woman, it was She-Hulk.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Especially the Burns run.
Definitely She-Hulk.
She should have had her own movie. I'm just saying that right now.
Yeah, but Disney and Universal, they don't exactly get along. So
yeah, so that's why. I mean, yes, I 100% wish we got a She-Hulk movie or even a She-Hulk show because we still have because she's a character that really needs her own show.
But she had her own show.
A shame.
Teladia, she didn't have her own show. Do you get what I'm doing here?
And we'll probably never see Scar in live action. A shame.
Yeah, it's a shame we'll never get to see Scar. And yeah, but
you know what interests me the most about the Amalgam comics
Mhm.
was the fact that how they started off. You had two universes fight off against each other.
Mhm.
Firstly, and the one image I can remember from the comic was Superman picking up Thor's hammer and Captain America's shield at the same time. And I'm just like, yes, this defies everything everyone ever says about Superman. Superman can't be Thor. Superman can't be Captain America. Wrong.
well, remember,
Modern
Odin-
Superman would have a hard time dealing with those two. Golden Age Superman would mop the floor with them.
you mean this Teladia?
Yes. Yes.
Look at that.
I love that. I love that image.
Hey, JJheat, does this remind you of anything? Of when we had Thor like annihilate the Justice League, but this would be how it would end.
One shall stand, one shall fall.
Oh.
I'm sorry, it just fits so well in this
Oh,
context.
by the way, in DC Marvel, Wonder Woman also holds Mjolnir.
Oh man.
Except she puts it down because she's like, that wouldn't be fair. And then Storm picks it up and destroys her with Thor's hammer, which makes no sense again.
But
A lot of
still,
that crossover was decided purely by fan vote. So
Yeah, I know.
fanboys of Marvel taking over.
But can you imagine Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman holding Thor's hammer?
oh, I could see it.
I can see it. I can
No,
also see
we're Henry Cavill with the
Cavill
shield and the
Superman.
hammer,
Yeah,
baby.
Yeah, I can see that Henry Cavill as Superman with Thor's Mjolnir or Stormbreaker.
Yeah, either one of those works for me.
Or
Imagine
Stormbreaker.
Ben
you know?
Affleck laughs it up and goes, I was always worthy because I'm Batman.
Yeah, because I'm Batman.
Because I'm Batman. This is not the first time, by the way, that Superman has held Thor's hammer, by the way. They did a really stupidly ending storyline called Immortal Beloved, where he and Wonder Woman went to Asgard and fought in a war for 1,000 years. And then, as far as they know, Lois Lane was dead, and Superman's like, I'll always be loyal to Lois. She's dead, dude. It's 1,000 years. It just didn't make any sense. But anyway, in that storyline, Superman holds Thor's hammer. I mean, Thor dies, and Superman takes up the mantle of being Super Thor, essentially.
Yeah. No,
Still
but
better than Zeb Wells' Amazing Spider-Man.
no, but what I was going to say, imagine Ben Affleck's Batman and Captain America's shield, but in the sign of a bat.
Oh, that would be so dope. You Captain Bat.
Captain Bat, yes.
That's another one. I could see that. The Iron Bat, which is Iron Man and Batman.
Yeah, that's a better fit than Batman Captain America. That's a better fit.
Mind you,
Who would you merge Aquaman with?
that's a really good
Aquaman
shout.
and Namor are virtually the same. So
Yeah, we're gonna avoid that because that's the obvious one. I want to go with something that's totally out of the box.
Aquaman and Colossus.
Yeah, I got one though. Mera and Iceman. Because here's why. Iceman can control water in everything, like Mera. So it essentially supercharges Mera's already existing powers.
But wouldn't that just turn her into DC's version of Emma Frost? The only difference is she's ice instead of diamond.
No, she can't turn into ice and diamond. That's the difference. She can still control. Emma doesn't control diamonds.
But she does have a hardened armor form in the shape of diamond.
Yeah, but this version of Mera would not have an armored form in the shape of ice.
Okay. As long as
It's just she controls it essentially supercharges her water controlling powers.
hydrokinesis, but yes.
Yeah, exactly. Emma Frost and Wonder Woman would be interesting.
Diana with psychic powers. Bruce never stood a chance. Poor bastard.
Hey.
Batman doesn't do ships.
There you
What?
go.
You ever playing that clip?
Now I have a counter.
Well, it doesn't affect me.
I am going to find that clip of Zack Snyder saying it doesn't work and get that as a drop too. I need more Zack Snyder clips though, like in general. Now let me ask you this: what Amalgam movie could you see Zack Snyder doing a good job directing?
Darkclaw.
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 Exactly exactly what I was gonna say.
Wait, didn't Deathstroke have an amalgam?
Did he? Let me see here. I know his daughter did. They merged her with Elektra.
Deathstroke
Amalgam. I'm looking that up right now.
because the obvious choice.
Slade, whoa, Slade Murdoch.
Yep, Deathstroke and Deadpool.
No, no, Murdoch.
Matt Murdock.
Yeah, Deadpool.
No.
Daredevil.
I mean Daredevil. God, why am I saying that shit?
What are you doing, dude? Are you
He's
okay?
Deathstroke and Daredevil. Shit.
He's having a brain fart.
Yeah. There was also one that I saw, a custom one that's Deathstroke and Taskmaster.
Oh, that's virtually the same.
Yeah, it's virtually the same. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, so it's, essentially, here's what I'm looking at right now. Here's Rose Wilson mixed with Elektra. I have this as a one-shot comic.
Oh, we gotta talk about this though. How about New 50? What would you merge with the New 52 universe with that amalgam?
That's a good idea. That's a good point. Probably Cyclops and Superman.
Yes.
Because they're both angsty a-holes, so there you go.
So you admit New 52 Superman was an angsty a-hole. Congratulations.
No, I do. It's just that was part of his story progression to becoming the classic Superman. He started off 100% like that.
You and I did it better.
Well, of course we did, because we're better than DC, but that's besides the point. Wonder Woman and Jean Grey, except she doesn't die every 30 seconds.
Blame the Phoenix Force. Jesus.
No, but can you imagine a Wonder Woman Phoenix?
Game over. Game over.
I want to show you this. So a little while ago, so back when I did X-Men Wednesdays, I did a thing where I asked someone, give me a version of Superman, but Phoenix Force. This is what I got back. It's super cool. Hang on. I'll share the screen. I asked the fans to give me fan art, and they provided this.
Nice.
It's very Jim Lee inspired, but I love it's the green with the S, and then you see the Phoenix Force right behind it. So there you go. So, but my shout out to Starboy Comics for doing that one. But let's see. So now, in terms of now, who would you pair Darkseid with, and you can't pick Thanos?
Galactus.
Ooh, Galactus has the powers of Darkseid. It's done.
Darkseid. I would say Darkseid and Apocalypse.
Okay, I could see that. That works.
How
about Gwenpool?
Okay, Gwenpool's a meta character because there's only so you need another meta character to balance her out.
Ambush Bug. Ambush Gwen.
No. Beast Boy.
Beast Boy's not a meta character. Well, outside
you
of
don't have to mix it with another meta character. Her amalgam can be a meta character.
Yeah, I'm not refuting that, but Beast Boy would just be too obvious.
Mm-hmm. How about
Gwenpool and Terra?
Yeah, I was about to say that. How about Starfire? Who would you pair Starfire with?
Oh, that's a hard one.
Invisible Woman.
Well, she does make in the beginning of the New 52. She made a lot of her clothing invisible, and that's a reference to the Forkini that Invisible Woman made back in the 90s.
Okay, official confirmation. In the New Direction verse, the New 52 Outlaws never happened. No Star Roy, no love triangle, none of that.
Oh yeah,
That book was just sleazy nonsense.
yeah, exactly. What DC doing sleazy nonsense? No.
Tell every Harley Quinn book ever.
Mm-hmm. Who would you do Harley Quinn with? No, that's Gwenpool.
They try to make Harley a meta character, or at least their version of Deadpool, but it just doesn't work. But an Amalgam, yeah, it could work. You know
There
what?
you go.
I'm just gonna say it. Outside of being the Joker's ex, Harley has virtually no personal lore. The moment she breaks away from the Joker, she's stagnant. I'll say it.
Yeah, and here's the thing. And I was listening to another a Joker fanboy to talk about this, and by fanboy I mean in a good way. It's Joker's corner. He said the thing about Harley Quinn, what people don't realize, is that she's not supposed to be this like feminist icon breaking away from man. She's supposed to represent the Joker's, the results of the Joker's manipulation. That's what she's supposed to. You know, and DC knows this. That's why they didn't want to go back, because they knew they'd get backlash for going back with Harley. So they created Punchline.
And there's nothing wrong with that. You can have a character evolve from their original purpose. Look at Jason Todd, for example. Jason Todd was originally created to get out of a branding dispute over Dick Grayson moving on to Titans and eventually becoming Nightwing.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, even Damian as the son of Batman was largely greenlit, so editorial can effectively tell a Death of Robin storyline without it being a fluke or a one-off like Jason's was. They tried it with War Games, but just about anyone can tell you that storyline was forced. Because who in their right mind would think Bruce would be distracted enough not to let his rebound Robin into his contingency plans and not find out about it?
Mm-hmm. By the way, I have another interesting amalgam. By the way, it's DC Simon and Marvel Sinister. His name is Sinestron. I thought Sinestro was in there.
I can see it.
The name's weak, but I can see it.
It's stronger than Doctor Strange Fate.
Yes, definitely.
But yeah, so going back to what you were saying, JJheat, yeah. So I mean, that's the thing. I get it, but when you want to move the character on, you have to make what she moves on to better than what she left.
Or the very least more organic. I will give them this, both in New 52 and Rebirth. They did attempt to keep the Harley and Ivy ship organic. It is organic. I will give them that.
Play the clip.
Yeah, play the clip. I deserve that.
Harley and Ivy?
Why did you say that name?
The smut of the show aside, I'm talking strictly comics.
Oh, you mean you're not talking about the orgy they have in the streets?
Why would I reference the TV show in any way? I was strictly talking about the comics. What the?
I had to. I just like seeing JJheat flustered.
Yes.
Oh, ha, ha, ha.
But I know. In the comics, it's in the comics, I think she's the better character, really. The show tried to do stuff, and let me be clear. I liked the first couple of seasons of the Harley Quinn show because it was like a satirical look at the DC universe. I'll probably just check out season 3 just so I can check it out. I'll skip the Valentine's Day episode because I have no interest in seeing a public orgy with DC characters. But I still don't get why that was approved by DC.
But remember, it's a rated R show.
Technically, it was a Valentine's Day special, and you already had the TV-17 rating.
But wait, there are some things that DC, even in an R-rated show, will not let anyone do.
True.
But it was straight to streaming release, so the whole thing was kind of a blip under their radar.
I know, it's just, yeah. But yeah, I'll just skip that episode. It's fine. I do like when Jim Gordon is hanging out with Clayface's hand.
It kind of reminded me of the Growing Pains episode with Tim Drake. Not romantically, but it gave me a similar vibe.
My only problem with that show is when they're hit with the love potion in Wonder Woman and Batman, and I'm like, no, No, because
Yes,
after all,
yes,
aside the
yes.
Lego.
Batman doesn't do ships.
I've already played that 3 times in this episode.
The love potion was just an excuse. Let's call it for what it is.
No, but
my
I
favorite is
approve.
when they're interrogating the parademon, and Wonder Woman just looks at Superman. Superman goes, "What? Because I'm an alien, I speak parademon? Be better,
No.
Wonder Woman."
No, but Wonder Woman and Batman, I approve.
Yes, we lost connection to Teladia, unfortunately. You're on the bottom now, dude.
That's what she said.
He deserves to be removed for that.
Nah.
You walked right into that one. Come on. You walked right into that one.
Yeah, we did. But actually, I have a new clip that I could start playing for you guys. Hang on. This is for you guys for that comment.
The psychos just keep getting younger.
Okay, that a little tame, but okay.
Yeah.
But as I was going back in the comics, because the problem with it is the fact that it's pure melodrama. That's the point. Are they going to stay together? Are they going to be? Is it going to be? Or are they going to be just be friends? And there's nothing wrong with melodrama if you balance it or structure it in the right way. But they're not willing. At least prior to the show, they're not taking it wholeheartedly. They're like dragging their feet, basically.
DC dragging their feet? No.
But it kind of okay. When's the last time Poison Ivy has done something indirectly evil or adjacent to the green or the environment?
Never. I would say never.
She is strictly Joker's rebound since their relationship began. Harley's rebound. God.
Yeah, it's like Joker's rebound. I'm like, wait
I'm never getting that image out of my head. Thanks, Jared.
Are you okay, G?
No, I don't think he is.
I ship now Joker and Poison Ivy.
You're a monster.
Now I got the ship that pisses off JJheat. I got you, dude.
No, that's not. You didn't got me. That's just disturbing.
Someone make an edit of a like fan edit clip that I can use for JJheat's intro of Poison Ivy and the Joker kissing, and I'll use that for his intro.
The most you'll get out of me is a cringe, if anything. But okay,
yeah, I'll take a cringe. I'll take a cringe. But yeah, I 100% agree with you. Now, let me ask you this: what Marvel character could we pair? Speaking of Joker, could we pair the Joker with? That's not Sabretooth, because that makes no sense.
Well, it does work if you're going to have Darkclaw, you know, Wolverine, Sabretooth, Batman, Joker. It does work in that context.
True, but outside of that context,
But if you're going strictly character based, not many blatant psychotics. Let's see, Venom, Green Goblin. No, Mephisto's not. Vulture, because he technically loses his mind that one storyline. Maybe Kraven the Hunter?
I can see that. I got another one. Mary Jane and Barbara Gordon.
Aren't they the same thing?
Yeah, they're the same thing.
No, because it would be Mary on the computer and be her as Oracle.
They're both redheads.
Well, yeah, I'm not into ginger side.
No, I'm just saying, but they look the same.
But they play the same role in their partners' lives. The only difference is Nightwing's a man-ho. That's literally the only difference.
And Barbara can do more than Mary Jane can, and wouldn't go to another universe and get married to someone named Paul.
I mean, jokes aside, right? We'll take this as a joke, right? We do know that Barbara Gordon did do the thing with Batman. So
no, that's not canon. That's not canon. That was in that horrible movie.
No, in the Tim animated show.
No one cares about that. That was just in Bruce Timm's weird mind.
But yeah, jokes aside, though, I would say Robert. Okay.
Yeah, he said he'll be right back.
Barbara Gordon and I would say Rogue.
Okay, I could kind of see that. Like,
because
you could make it so like she's Oracle and other words, she's paralyzed from the waist down, but when she touches people, she gains the powers of her legs.
Yes.
And it's only temporarily too, adding into that Rogue element. Well,
yeah.
There you go, pun intended.
So, with that, that being said, is there anything else we wanted to add?
Yeah, before we wrap up, this was a fantastic episode. I love this.
Yes.
We're gonna talk about now. Before we go, I got a good one. What non-superhero characters would you merge with DC characters? So let's do this. Any movie you can do Happy Gilmore and Superman.
I would say Sonic the Hedgehog on the Flash.
Yes. You can have Sonic Point.
Sonic Point.
He goes back in time to save Tails.
Oh, I got a good one. Knuckles and Superman.
Oh hell, Knuckles and Batman.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, because they're both dark and brooding characters. In terms of like, I could see Wonder Woman and Kratos. Wonder Kratos. It's
No,
Wonder
no,
Woman,
no.
but she has grayish skin and the Kratos tattoos.
No, I think that'd be a little bit weird.
All right. Who would you merge with Wonder Woman, dude?
I would say Lara Croft.
Oh, Wondercroft.
Wondercraft, yeah, Diana Croft.
I like that. That's cool. Would you give her powers or just have it be like it's Lara Croft, but she only uses a sword and a shield?
Sword and shield, I'd say.
Yeah, because you can't. Because if you give her powers, it makes the whole game a lot easier.
Yeah, it'd be cool though.
It would be cool.
It would be cool to have a game like that.
Batman and Solid Snake.
Yes, I could.
Dude, imagine. Dan, and Oracle's the dude that goes, Bruce.
Oh, I got a good one. Superman and Kratos.
Okay, that's awesome. Or the Jason. By the way, if they ever make a God of War movie, I could see either Dave Bautista playing Kratos or Jason Momoa.
No, Dave Bautista.
But yeah, I mean, he's already playing Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War, so I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
Deathstroke. Deathstroke's another character that I think could do Solid Snake pretty well.
Yeah, Deathstroke can, yeah.
They already have the eye patch.
Oh, I got a good one.
What?
Superboy.
Which Superboy?
Connor Kent. We're not mentioning John Kent, have you? If you're watching
this, no. I was about to say, are you talking about Superboy Prime or just normal Superboy?
Like I would say Superboy, either Connor Kent or Superboy Prime, the Clark Kent version, the evil version, right? And what's his name? From the video games.
What games you talk about?
I'm just thinking right now.
I could see Superboy Prime and Kratos. Because Superboy Prime kills everyone.
Yes, I was gonna say Kratos' brother, Loki. Loki from
Loki, that could work. I could see that.
From the mythology of Kratos. You know, he's disguised as a boy, Superboy, but he has magical powers in that. So I can see that happening.
That could work. And real quick, and JJheat's back. Hey, JJheat. Okay, so now to wrap up, what we're doing is we're merging non-superhero characters with DC characters. And we had like Deathstroke and Solid Snake, Batman and Solid Snake. Who would you merge with a DC character? It can be any character. You could even go as crazy as put Happy Gilmore with Superman.
Non-superhero characters with DC characters.
Or just non-DC and Marvel characters with DC characters. Because what we have is we paired Superboy Prime with Kratos.
I can see that.
Which would pretty much be because, by the way, our scene that we did with Thor is pretty much Infinite Crisis with Superboy Prime.
Yep. So Spider-Man and no, not Spider-Man. Okay. Mark from Invincible.
Okay.
And Spawn.
Oh, dude, that would be dope. Because that translates well. So I think that's a good place to leave it for right now. Drop in the comments your favorite amalgams. Who would you pair, Marvel or DC, or like any of those publishers and other characters? And boys, I'll go around. Where can we find you, and what have you got coming up? Teladia, you first.
You guys can find me on YouTube at Teladia Plays. What's it called? Jared will leave a link to that in the description.
Yeah.
I just recently posted my Marvel Spider-Man 2
So good.
live reactions with MME, Movie Madison Entertainment.
And we will be talking about that in CLD, by the way.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So it was a great show. Like I did a show with them yesterday with the boys, and so the video's up on my YouTube page, and I will be doing Super and Lois live reaction episode 10 next week, guys. It's only 3 episodes left, I'm afraid. 3 episodes,
which would turn into 2 episodes of filler and 1 of actual substance.
Yeah.
Unless the finale's a 2-parter, but hey, that remains to be seen.
Yeah, so expect some really good things coming on my channel, though. I will be covering Summer Game Fest as well. I will be live streaming that on my Twitch as well, so that'd be great. And I'll be having Mad Max on my channel. Mad Max, as I do an interview with him to talk about his channel, and it's going to be great. It's going to be a great interview. So
JJheat.
As for me, again, check out New Direction, where mythologically accurate Thor pretty much slaughters the Justice League.
I will leave a description to that episode in the description.
And this week we're doing New Direction Green Lantern, where one last adventure before rebirth, starring Simon Baz and Jessica Cruz. And who knows, maybe some Green Lantern animated series action in there. So
I saw the thumbnail, dude. Yeah, and I approve.
And then followed by Sunday, Bendis Point. You want to know what that is? You have to stay tuned to find out.
So in terms of Comics League, on Monday, I'm going to be releasing a video talking about my Snyderverse fan theories. In other words, my theories on stuff that's already established in the Snyderverse, where I think it could go. On Wednesday, I'm going to be talking about Undiscovered Country Volume 4, because I just picked that up. Under Two Capes, TBD. Comics League Dark, we're going to be talking about Spider-Man and a few other topics. And then in terms of like movie night, we're going to be talking about Tron Legacy, and beyond that, just whatever you guys want us to do. So anyway, stay at work, everyone. I will be sure to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Batman doesn't